Alright guys, we're gonna hop on the charts in a second, but I wanted to go over this real quickly for you guys that are trading SMC Concepts, smart money concepts, blah blah blah, shit like that. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is the first thing I usually do when I'm trading smart money is I need the news, because we need news to move the market, right? Because the news is simply an excuse to move the market in smart money terms, because medium volatile news and high volatile news create movement in the market. Without volatile news or volatility, there will be very minimum price action. And when we're trading smart money concepts, we want to trade the bigger moves. So we need this volatility to make the most money in Forex. And so the first thing I do, guys, for fundamental analysis is I go on Friday, is I get a piece of paper and I write down the day, Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday was, today is Thursday, and Friday, which is tomorrow. So what you guys should do is when you go on Forex Factory or whatever site you use to look at the economic news, write down the day like I did here, like I did Friday, and then write down GBP, write down the red box means high impact, the circle means medium impact. I don't pay attention to low impact. So the only news you should be paying attention to is the high impact and the medium impact. You can write the dark red for high impact news, circle for medium impact, write the name of the currency, and write the time. When the news gets released, all you have to do is write the result. So write, let's say the news, like for here, it was negative today at 2 a.m. So I wrote a line, a circle for negative, and I'll write a plus for positive. It's really that simple. But yeah, guys, let's go on the charts so we can get back to the lesson. Alright guys, today we are doing market structure. Today is Sunday, and we're just going to go over the trend and how I trade the trend and how I trade. So the first thing I do is I identify market structure by identifying my previous highs and lows. I usually like to have at least 4 pieces of market structure confirming. So this market structure is structure that I had prior to today, which is Sunday. This is structure I had before the weekend, and during the weekend we had all this chop, because during the weekend the market isn't really as volatile in Bitcoin. So I just had some of that chop, and then I had we had an expansion movement after that chop, because we had a breakout right here, expansion upwards, tapping into the zone, which this is the interesting part. It tapped into the zone that was already aligned with the structure in the first place, because our current low before the weekend is here. That's our current low, and so our current high is our current low is here, and our current high is there, right there. And so if we're selling something, we always want to sell something at a high price. So when price came up here, that was a high part of the range. That was the premium part of the range. Because if we take this tool called the Ganbox tool on TradingView, and I use it to divide the range in half. So we divide it by, we have our low here, a price, and we have our high, a price. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the Fibonacci, but different. So that middle line represents the half, okay, represents where it breaks even. The top part that's shaded, that I just shaded now, and that giant rectangle that's shaded, the top part is the sell zones. The top part of range, which is the more expensive part, where prices get more expensive before falling. Because as you can see, if you look in the past, at high points, prices were falling because they were at premium levels. And so this bottom part that's shaded now, that I just moved the thing to, that's the discount area where you buy price, where you take your buys. So since we're selling, we want to be selling at the top of the range, looking for our entries at the top of the range. And then when we're buying, we want to be looking for our entries at the bottom of the range. And how you tell the range is through market structure, which reveals your trend. And so when you reveal your trend, if it's up, you trade at the top. You trade at the bottom of the range, and if it's down, you trade at the top of the range. It's really that simple. And so the specific part is where you find your actual area that you're trading. So For me, that gap, this box right here, was a gap, imbalance gap / supply zone that it tapped into. And when it did, it came down and also wicked out the people that thought they were going to buy off that demand zone down there. And what I mean by down there is I mean by right here. They thought they were going to buy off this demand right here, but that didn't happen. So it just strike through, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So after it strike through, if we turn on the volume and look at the bottom of our screen, we can see that on the volume chart, right here, the red, ever since we had price come here, the red volume has been slowly ascending, has been slowly upclimbing. And yeah, so the sellers are in the market because volume simply shows you who's in the market. And if we look at our structure, which was right there, and then we look at the bottom of the screen again, you can see that we're dominated by red high towers. I like to call them towers. Red high towers, volume bars, okay, versus these short towers here, the green towers, okay? So that lets you know there's more selling and going on than buying. And so if there's more selling going on than buying, there's no reason for me to buy Bitcoin right now at this specific moment if I'm day trading it. And that's all it really is. So yeah, guys, if you want to know more how I trade, watch more of my videos, more of my reels, follow me, all that bullshit, you know what to do. And I hope you guys got value out of this video.